Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, a little bit of a late start here for the last race of the Powerhouse Racing League. We're going under green flag with Charles Evans putting a solid time down during qualifying. Jeffrey Ramsdale toward his outside, with Caleb McCarthy, Bart Hook, and Danny Puddin Salzgaber here tonight. There are only going to be about 5 cars here at Homestead. We will have 100 laps to run tonight, but boy, I think it's still going to be a whole lot of racing. Due to the playoffs, Charles Evans pretty much has this one here in the bag. He won at Bristol a little while ago, a few nights ago, and Kayla McCarthy actually won during a blackout. She won both the heats during the blackout race of Darlington, and making that for her 4th win. So Charles Evans secured his 4th win first at Bristol. So a little piece to put in there. This is Patrick Morrison, your producer tonight, with Timothy Hammond is actually going to be joining me here tonight for this season finale here with the Powerhouse Racing League.
Man, what a better, I can't even talk, there's no better place to end than right here at Homestead. I think I said on a broadcast previously that it was one of my favorite tracks to race at. So I'm really excited for tonight's race and to see how it all comes together. Maybe Kayla will get her 5th win tonight.
Yeah, it is possible, but she was ahead of her. This is gonna be a 1.5-mile track. I mean, it absolutely eats tires here, Tim. It has an 18 to 25 degree banking in the turns, regardless. But it's still gonna be an issue. These guys will have 5 sets of tires. I believe 1 faster pair. And keep in mind, with this league, they do run the fuel limit at 50%. So at 100 laps, it's gonna be tricky. They're going to be 2 different stages. Your first stage is going to be at 25. Your second is actually going to be at 70. So we'll have to see if admin decides to keep that way. So because that's going to be your longest stretch from there, and then from 70 to the end. As you can see, Kayla McCarthy make that quick move right there on Charles Evans there. But boy, she is on the move right now. She was in the very back from a kind of crappy qualifying time there, and now has moved her way up to the front. But per the points here, Tim, Charles Evans has this in the bag. I mean, I know how far he's gotten ahead. He's 50 points ahead in the playoff lead. But this all but seals the deal for his championship run tonight. David Moody, Jeffrey Ramsdale, and Hunter Moody are all within 6 points of each other, with David Moody actually in the lead there. So, I don't think. I mean, I think Charles Evans could really finish last year, and he still got it, which is really awesome because he'll end up getting a trophy for this and a free paint scheme at the end of this.
Nice.
So, that Snap-on vehicle, I don't think he'll be running that much longer, but he will be, I believe, after tonight, the Powerhouse Racing League champion.
That's awesome. And then you get a free paint job. I'd put somewhere on there like a trophy of some sort, and, season, I'm not even sure what season this is for them, but, the season champion, yada, yada. Since you could do pretty much anything you want to on that paint job. But, man, what's nice about this is Charles Evans just sit here, relax tonight, just have fun here at Homestead. And, I think that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, and it's a real blast. Now, to be able to come through so much adversity through all these races he's come through with Bristol and Darlington. I believe they were at even Kansas, Phoenix. I mean, all sorts of tracks. It's just kind of being able to average yourself and stay out here and be consistent. Some guys are out here some weeks. He is out here just about every week. I think he only, don't take my word for it, but I believe he's only missed 1 race this season. So as you can see, his hard work and the consistency is paying off.
It really is, and a 50-point lead heading into the final race of the playoffs is no easy feat. Because you look at the schedule that they had to go through for the playoffs. They had to go to Charlotte, Bristol, Darlington, and now Homestead. So those are not easy tracks, and they're all different.
Yeah, and him actually staying up there. I mean, he had Lucas Gortman and Landon Lacey to really battle with, as well as Kayla McCarthy up there. And Jeffrey Ramsdale, we won't mark him as he's already almost built up over a 1.5 second lead so far. So he's the man on the move, and really has the setup here tonight, as he also has the fastest track time. of 33.47. So, yeah, man, he is doing a great job. But as we've seen before here, Tim, at Homestead, early speed is one thing, but the consistency here to make it to that first pit stop is going to be another.
And, shout out to Jeffrey Ramsdale for being consistent throughout the season as well. You look at his statistics, and, he's sitting second in points with no wins. If I'm looking at the right points, actually. Oh, no, I was looking at regular season. My bad. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, he's still third. Yeah, he's still third.
I'm sorry.
With 135 points, David Moody with 139, and Hunter Moody, his brother, at 133. So, I mean, those guys rounded out,
Tonight, Jeff will most likely move up to second. As I'm looking, I don't believe he had any wins on the season, so that consistency paid off for him, really.
Yeah, and it's been a long haul for him, kind of being able to get really up there. But I mean, his average start was 4th, and he finished his average was 5th. I mean, you can't blame him, back when Powerhouse Racing League really had a monster field out here. I believe they had almost 20 some odd drivers, 30 drivers out here, and just as the league progressed, I mean, it just kind of, as all leagues do, they kind of whittle down, and and then you get your lifers out here, and they really kind of push to the end. But still, you really have your core guys out here, and I know Charles Evans wants to come away with that free paint scheme, which will be really exciting. I'm excited to see what he has coming up for next year there, Tim.
I really am too, and in regards to, I think what happens is a lot of these drivers get to the point where, oh shoot. They kind of have that Kyle Busch mentality. I didn't make the playoffs. I don't care. But, to me, it's an opportunity to build into next season. You come out here, you continue to practice. Because who's to say you're not going to race this same track next season and say you win here tonight, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I feel real comfortable and real confident at that track now, and next season I can do better.
Right. And practice does make perfect, and if you race around these guys a lot, you see them next year, and you know what to expect out of Jeffrey Ramsdale. You know what to expect out of Bart Hook. You know what to expect out of Danny Puddin up there, and you kind of know what to look for and kind of be able to put yourself in a good position. But even in this league, Tim, I know Kayla McCarthy as the admin does not allow no one to go in the playoffs. Everyone makes it into the playoffs here. So it's just where that's where your standings are from the original season. So you see, Jeffrey Ramsdale came in, right at the top of his game after the regular season because of his consistency. Still no wins, but he's still top 5. And he's been, doing real well here during the playoffs, which has moved him up to the 3rd position. So, but yeah, tonight, I mean, I think he's easily got second. Seeing that the Moody brothers didn't make it here tonight, unfortunately. But, man, a lot of big names here that are kind of missing. Between Lucas Gortman, Charles Van Schaik, we have Landon Lacey's not here. Robert Babcock. I mean, I wish all these guys were out here really kind of putting the pedal to the metal, because the upsets of the guys who you think are normally going to be out front and the ones who don't, who aren't up front is really kind of switches it up about this league. But this being the season finale, we'll have to see what Kayla McCarthy has up her sleeve for the upcoming season.
Yeah, we really will, and it'd be interesting to see if they're going to stick with these cars, or a lot of leagues switch and go to the trucks or Xfinity series. A lot of leagues going to the Xfinity series. But what's so unique to me about this the ARCA series, or what do they call it, the Grand National Series? I could be wrong on that.
Menard. Yeah.
Menard. There we go.
There you go.
Well, I think Grand National, I think they consider that the Xfinity series. I don't know. Everybody calls every car different. There's slang names that they like to call them. But with these cars, personally, I love the damage model, and I think eventually, slowly, it's going to come to all the different series. But this series, you get to see some damage. And for some reason, to me, I love seeing that. And, right now, who are we right now, board? Okay, so we are watching the battle. I was watching 2 screens here.
Oh, yeah.
These cars are so unique compared to the other cars that a lot of different leagues race. and I just find these to be so exciting to watch. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I like the ARCA series a whole lot too, because the more that shovel nose they kind of have in the front makes it really difficult for any sort of drafting. You know, you got to kind of remain in the bubble. There is no bump drafting. You bump somebody, you kind of pick the butt end of the car up, and it swings the person around. But boy, are these two getting really close here between Kayla McCarthy and Charles Evans. All season they've been doing this, and really, man, it's difficult there.
It really is, and I think I'm trying to see how close they are to the leader, because right now this is helping Ramsdale just improve his lead because they're racing so hard side by side.
Yeah, these two are about 2 seconds off the back bumper of Jeffrey Ramsdale, so I mean he's enjoying that comfortable lead up front. But I knew it was when the two of them were following each other. They were gaining some time. That little these past couple laps here, they've dropped about 3/10 off there, Tim. So. Yeah, you were right to be looking at that and kind of giving that a quick mention there. But, I mean, Kayla McCarthy, what a line she's running. Ooh, boy. Charles Evans gets a little loose there.
Reminds me, he was trying to follow the same line that Kayla McCarthy was running there. And it reminds me of, the Carl Edwards, Kyle Larson, Dale Earnhardt Jr. line where they just ride up against that wall. And kind of, it's almost like they're drafting off the side of the wall. And it just carries them through, but it's also helping, with her tire wear as well.
Yeah, but it just shifts the tire wear off that right front and rotates it to the right rear.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you may end up seeing that line changes a little bit. You'll ride high for probably the first half of this stage, and then drop that nose down to the bottom and start increasing the wear on the right front. Because up high, all that weight is really sticking on that right rear to keep it from sliding into that wall. So, yeah, I mean, different types of lines here. As you can see, I mean, Jeffrey Ramsdale, the way we've been seeing him drive, it really doesn't matter. He is all over the track. He's picking and choosing his lines, which is real nice, being able to hang out there up front, being nice, calm, cool, and collected, and then, being able to just do what he needs to do. He's still 2 seconds off Kayla McCarthy, and another half second behind that is Charles Evans.
Yeah, and I was seeing if we had see if we had a schedule for next season. We do not yet, but when we do get that schedule, be sure to check out our Facebook because we will share the schedule when it does come out. And maybe, somebody who's watching can get involved with the next season. Ooh, Kayla's real close to that wall. I'm not sure if she may have tagged it. Coming out because now looks like Charles Evans is going to go to the inside of her.
Yeah, and really what a move here. He's got to kind of sweep up in front of her pretty quick to try to maintain his speed. Boy. There we go. Yeah, great move there by Charles Evans there, staying out front. But this will actually give him points, kind of, an extra couple of points for being second in the stage. So, really tough work here.
Yeah, these two are really battling hard for second and third place. I try to see where other people are on the track. Oh, we got damage to the number 98. He's coming down pit road, missing that front tire.
Yeah, Danny Salzgaber. He should be bent up. Fortunately, we do have a fast repair here, and we'll kind of when we get to the stage end, we'll take a little peek back and see if we can find where exactly it happened. But boy, just as I come back, Kayla McCarthy goes ahead and kisses the car off the side of that wall. So that's going to be a little bit of trouble for her. So it may cost her a little bit of time. I don't think any fast repair points, but she's going to have to put that car back together. And as Danny has found out, when we get back to that replay there, what exactly transpired. I mean, he's starting to notice how these tires are starting to play up on him here at Homestead. So, yeah, a whole lot of trouble he's going to be having here.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, after watching the replay, I went back on my own, and where it transpired, he missed the pit lane, so he had to drive all the way around with a missing tire, which is not an easy feat to do.
No.
That's a nice paint job, by the way. That Keystone light.
There it is. I kind of see where he kind of clipped off the wall here. Let's see if we can give it a little A little roll around here, see how he does. See the butt end just kind of sliding out from under him?
Yep.
Right there on the wall.
And
Bang.
just smacked it. And with this damage model, you see that tire just rip out from underneath him. And now he's trying to slow it down here to get down to pit road. But you see it's dragging straight to the top of the track. Can't get slowed down enough to bring it back down. Ends up missing pit road and had to maneuver this thing all the way back around.
Oh, no. Wow. Wow, man, that's that's a bummer on his part. But man, what a tough break, for Danny Puddin there, in the '98 car, not being able to really kind of get this thing back under control. But in the front, Jeffrey Ramsdale, still your race leader so far, and what a job he's been doing tonight. I mean, he is having an absolute blast. Everybody's going to come down for that, the pit here, and I'm assuming 4 tires, full tank of fuel, because now's the big stretch. Now we get that 25 to 70 range, and then that's where these guys are going to really have to kind of mix it up, pick and choose, what kind of tire line. So if you're Charles Evans, what have you learned at this point to stay ahead of Kayla McCarthy or try to keep Jeffrey Ramsdale within his sights?
I think his best bet is to stick that high line, because if he makes Kayla McCarthy have to go around him on the inside lane, she's going to be able to do it, but it's going to force her to be in a line she'd not prefer. And when you do that to a driver, you kind of rattle their cage. It becomes a mental game at that point. So, I think what he's going to have to do is ride that high line and make her work for it.
Man, yeah, I agree with you there. Kind of what may transpire here. I don't know what either one of them has an idea for. Man, what a jousting match this is. This is going to be, really trying to get these guys to stay on task and out of trouble. So, but we might actually be able to get a hold of Jeffrey Ramsdale, and let's have a little chat with him and see how he did. So, yep, pace car lights are still on. And Jeffrey Ramsdale, you got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, man, what a run you had there. I mean, you were leading Charles Evans and Kayla McCarthy by 2 seconds. I don't want you to divulge too much information, but, man, what is your secret to getting around the track here tonight?
I was just riding, just taking care of my tires. I got a love-hate relationship with this track, but just riding, and I was actually kind of surprised those guys didn't come back up to me, because I'm not very good with tire management, but yeah.
All right, well, yeah, well, you would seem to be running whatever line you wanted. I know Kayla McCarthy and Charles Evans kind of got battling next to each other, which only increased your lead, but, this upcoming stage here, I believe, from 25 to 70 is what the schedule's calling for. So this is going to be your longest stretch. So what is your game plan for tire management? I mean, are you considering the high line like the people behind you are, or are you going to keep running your race?
I'm going to keep running my race, taking high side. I'm going to take my race. Actually, that's a typo, so it's going to be lap 50, just like 25 and 50, and then 100. So it's just the same stage. If it was, it would have been pit in the middle and still take care of tires and go for it. But it's going to be hard to hold off Charles and Kayla. But we'll see what happens.
All right, well, we'll see how you do out there.
I appreciate it.
Yep, take it easy, man. And Tim, you hear that? He's not really going to bend to the rules of what everybody else is doing here tonight. He's going to stick to his line, stick to his guns, knows what he wants to do, and go ahead and take that high side. Now, to me, knowing how Charles Evans is, this is going to be hard to get a good start and get around him, because Charles Evans is very good on restarts. He times them well, and he's able to launch and take it out of here. But man, he's going to have some. He's going to have to figure out how to, as they say in drag racing, tree him here. He's got to set him up and make sure he gets a good launch, because that high side is going to cost him.
It really is. But the new restart zone has been very interesting to watch since this new season has come out. because some of these drivers will stack up the field and gun it. You see right here.
Right there in the blue.
Gunned it.
Yep.
And he's able to get around that inside lane. But I believe, look at this. Caleb McCarthy's going to go to the outside, and that's going to end up hurting Charles Evans, I think, because he's not blocking her line. She's going to get a big run here off of turn 2 coming down the backstretch. Slides up in front of her. She's going to cross over. Yeah, I think, he was a little too late on making that happen because, if I'm wanting to hold up Caleb McCarthy, that would have been it right there.
Man, yeah, not just yet. I was going to say, don't count Charles Evans out because he's about to come off that turn with a whole lot of speed. But
he is.
Yeah, but it seems she's holding on pretty well. Those fresh tires and kind of fixing up a little bit of that damage from clipping that wall earlier, is definitely a smart move to have here to square the car away and be able to get this thing back under control. But I believe we only have 18 laps, I think, till, if my math is right, till our next stage break. So, this will be kind of a shootout. Not as long as the first run here, Tim.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought the next stage break was on 70.
Yeah. Jeffrey Ramsdale said that was a typo, and admin is fixing that to go down to 50. So that'll actually be the last leg. I thought it was a little weird. I thought maybe it'd be a season finale kind of switch up for everybody. But yeah, that is the normal. Is about 100 laps. We stop halfway and then we go again.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, 18 laps. This is everybody just kind of relaxing. Well, except for these guys. Caleb pushes a little bit there off the corner. Oh, he comes so close to that wall. But these guys are professionals. They know how close they can get to that wall without smacking it and coming through, but they're staying this time. They're really staying with Ramsdale. He's not getting too far ahead of them, but they're not really gaining on him either.
Not yet, but they're still within that draft window. As you can see, Caleb McCarthy already took a 10th off right there, trying to reel him in. But notice she's having to change her line to kind of stay behind him. So they may have to figure out, is tire wear going to start causing a factor for them now? Since they're used to running a different line. As I assume they're probably going to pick up another 10th here. Probably coming on the backstretch and starting to reel Jeffrey Ramsdale in. So he said he was concerned about tire management. So we're about to find out if this is about to be... Whoa, dog. Yes, Kayla's starting to get a little overzealous on the turn exit there.
And I'm going to tell everybody, right now, we saw with the number 98 coming through... coming off of that turn before, he was drafting somebody. So, when you're in the draft, your car feels so much different than when you're leading the pack, okay? You got air pushing you from this side. If you ever been behind a semi, that's what I can compare that to. Behind a semi, you feel your car swaying back and forth with the wind coming off of the truck. You got to think, that number 97 car is cutting that wind, sending that wind over his car back to the person behind him. And it's either they're at a distance where it's either hitting them in the front end, or it's just going over them, and you just can feel a little wiggle. You can feel the wind. Dale Earnhardt used to say he could see the draft. Well, let me tell you what, you can feel it no matter what.
Yeah, and you do see it's taking a toll on Kayla McCarthy's vehicle, because as soon as she pulls out of that draft a little bit, you see that car do that shimmy on the way out. So, but her turn exits are looking a lot better. She's using that draft heading down this front.
She's there.
Around the backstretch, yeah, and within 2/10. But Charles Evans trying not to let her get away as he takes a very aggressive dive to the inside there and really starting to reel her in. I mean, wow. Took a 3/10 shave off there. Probably had costed his tires a little bit, but we might have a battle for the lead here. Jeffrey Ramsdale got his hands full.
She had to check up. She checked up, and that hurt her, and now Evans is going to go to the outside. That really, but that is the difference between some of these drivers that are professional drivers and some that are just, out there running around. She let off because she knew she was going to clip the back of that car.
Yeah. But great driving. And then Charles Evans to kind of hold her down there, making sure she can't really get back up to that line she wants to be. But this is just allowing, Jeffrey Ramsdale to start pulling away again as he's starting to get almost just about a half-second lead. So, yeah, Charles Evans, kind of a real bad turn entry there. Kind of going to have to tuck in behind Kayla there, and then we're kind of reset here. You know, with 11 laps before stage break, you know, we're gonna kind of have to reset, kind of recalculate, and figure out how we're gonna do this again.
Man, that's she did all that work to stay within striking distance of Ramsdale. Now, you know, but you know, we're lap 40. You know, we're about 10 laps away from another caution, so you know, I'm not too worried if I was Kayla.
Yeah. And I was going to say, we'll take a little peek back here at Danny Puddin Salzgaber here. Man, his car seems to be in good shape now. Maybe he's taking a little easier on the car. So, yeah, he seems to taking it very cautiously. I will admit, you know, he seems to be kind of doing his thing, kind of making sure he gets around. He enjoys more of the war of attrition. Ooh, boys, it gets a little loose there. Hold it. Man, yeah. So, man, he may be having a little difficulty with the track here tonight. I mean, the track temperature is just under 80 degrees. We're about 79 on the nose. So, man, so the track is a little, oh man, a little wishy-washy there. He's definitely having some trouble getting this thing to hook. So, but speaking of hook, let's check on Bart, see how he's doing. Bart Hook up here in the 61 car. And he seems to be doing a little bit better, but he's still about 5.5 seconds off the leader. Yeah, he's going to need about another 5-second pickup to see Charles Evans' rear bumper, so he's got his work cut out for him. But, I mean, so far, so good. No damage. And these guys kind of waited out. So wait to see if those front three, you know, total each other out. And then they tend to attack later on. So we'll keep an eye on them. But let's rotate back up front and see if Charles Evans has put a mark. Did check the time up top on that little crawler. Saw she pulled him in. He pulled her in by about 2/10 of a second more. So, yeah, I think we're about to have another shootout here, Tim, with only about 7 left to go here in the stage.
Man, yeah, they're actually starting to reel him in again, you know. I think they learned a lot from that first stage because they have been able to, this stage, they stayed with him, got close to passing him, and now they're working back again together to catch back up there.
Yeah, and Charles Evans is going to have to be careful. He did kind of scrape that wall there a little bit. Kind of saw the sparks coming off the car, so maybe he's looking for that stage 1 weight savings, maybe?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to, fold these cars up too much. Right now,
No.
as fast as Jeffrey Ramsdale is, aerodynamics has to be your friend. You've got to maintain this car in good shape to get around here. Because, man, Kayla McCarthy's kind of got this thing kind of down to a science. She knows where to go, where to be. Not diving in too hard, but, man, Charles Evans, you can
really
feel it.
Really good run.
Yeah, you can feel it's not a panic. But he's starting to get a little annoyed and want to give her a run for her money and see if he can get her to slip up. Man, that's twice I've done
that. Well, I don't know that he's trying to get her to slip up just yet, and I don't think he's annoyed. I think he's just trying to play some mind games like, hey, I think I'm faster than you. But in all honesty, the way Kayla McCarthy is running her line and running her race, she's just being consistent here. Woo!
Man, I was going to say, I'm taking a quick little ride along here with Charles Evans. You hear him having to check up because he's getting in there pretty conservative going into the turn. Kayla McCarthy's kind of checking up halfway in the middle, and Charles Evans is pushing through. So he's kind of having to change his line now. As he's walking that car. So, yeah, look at what he's having to do with his hands, and the wheel here to really keep this thing under control.
Doing a great job, though.
Man.
And that's the thing, like I said, he's in that draft, and we keep seeing the back of that car trying to step out.
Yeah,
and this is the other thing, this stage, Kayla's running a line she technically really don't want to run, but she's only running it to keep that draft right in front of her, because if she starts running that outside lane, she's going to start getting pushed back by the air hitting the front of that car.
Yeah, and she's got to be careful, just trying to make it here to the end. We got 3 to go to the end of the stage, and man, what a run this has become here, for Jeffrey Ramsdale. I mean, even now, you kind of thought, maybe he might get past. Kayla McCarthy guy gave him a shot, and then he just maintained cool, held his line, and they can't seem to figure out how to get around him here. And which means, he's holding a great line. He's racing his race. And then, really, for the season finale here, that's what you want. Who won the last race of your season? And that could possibly be Jeffrey Ramsdale.
Yeah, it could be his one win on the season. And like I said, he may not win the championship tonight, but that carries you into next season. You got so much momentum at that point. Winning the final race of the season, beating the people who were battling for the championship, and it's going to make it to where you're going to finish in second in the championship. So, next year you're going to be like, okay, this is what we can improve on, and this is how we're going to attack this season.
Yeah, really, being able to kind of show your stuff out here, is not really backing down, letting people kind of do their thing. Absolutely not. This is your time to shine. And right now out front, he's led every lap, all 50 laps so far, as we are under our stage break. Man. Yeah, what a great run there by Jeffrey Ramsdale. But we'll give a quick little shout-out to the sponsor of the Powerhouse Racing League, of Scotty Too Hotty Designs. They should be the ones that are giving out the free paint scheme that I believe Charles Evans right here in our view will be winning here tonight, which is amazing. Now, it's hotter than all get out there, so Mid-City's air conditioning, you got to give them a phone call, because, man, if you're burning up, that's one thing. Like Tim always says, it's what?
It's hot.
It's hot. That's right.
I needed to come put some AC in my garage. It's hot out here.
Man, but in your garage is where your rig is, so that's always a good thing to have, is butt kicker. I've got one on my rig, so it definitely changes the way you race here tonight. They make great audio systems, and with things like that to come from there. Don't forget to mention DC Designs. They do a great job out there. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook. Napple Coastal Auto Parts out of Maine, man. And really, it's something to get a sponsorship from even a parts store for racing leagues like that out here.
Yep.
And it's tough to see how that they even believe at coming out here and sponsoring the Powerhouse Racing League and Cushman and Sons. I mean, just they do all sorts of the digital imprinting, sportswear, and the custom embroidery. So if you're looking to make team shirts or things like that, maybe a flag behind you while you broadcast, Tim. Maybe we'll get some of those, and and make sure to give them a phone call at 207-764-3833 as we look as everybody coming down here tonight in for the final stage pit stop. As you can believe, I think it'd probably be suicide not doing 4 tires, full tank of fuel, and man, we got a 50-lap shootout here toward the end. And really, I don't know really what to expect. I mean, so far, Jeffrey Ramsdale has owned this circuit so far. I believe Danny got off in first. Danny was actually the first one off pit road there.
Yeah, and the leader is still on pit road. Well, the former leader, Jeffrey Ramsdale, still on pit road.
Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, he's coming out now. So, yeah, he's taking him a little bit. But, man, that really puts him back there in the 5th position. I don't know if he had a little fumble there on pit road. Maybe a pit guy kind of dropped his gun or something. But, man, that's going to kind of put him toward the back. Now, wonder what this is. I mean, this would be interesting if, you kind of put your 2 guys that were in the back are now running up front.
Yeah.
So now Charles Evans, Kalen McCarthy, and Jeffrey Ramsdale now, 3rd, 4th, and 5th there in the back. Still good for point standings, but man, really kind of having to start from the rear here, and it's interesting to see here, Tim. I don't know if maybe this is a kind of a play up or giving these guys a good chance to get out front. I mean, Danny's got to love it. He's going to get him a lead lap, so that'll be a good bonus point for him.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see where is. Oh, I didn't see Ramsdale on the picture yet, but he was just he was catching back up with the field.
Yeah, Yeah, it's like we see some of these guys that take that little break, be able to get something in there. But man, that extended pit time there, I just don't know, if something or what happened out there. But don't forget to join us at 10-4 Broadcasting. I'm looking up here at the stream. I don't see a whole lot of people chatting, but man, tell us what you think out there, guys, because we have Danny Salzgaber, Puddin, getting ready to lead his first lap here tonight.
Whoa! Checks up that 61. Kind of checks up that inside leg. Sorry.
Boys, we're 3 wide there, Tim, as they're getting ready to squeeze through. Charles Evans, first one to squeeze through. Oh, hold on, Puddin. Oh, look out. Man, and he holds it together.
That's what I was trying to say, was they were going 3 wide, but I couldn't get it out of my mouth.
Man, but Charles Evans was able to kind of squeeze through that mess right there. But look who decides to show up. Jeffrey Ramsdale waits for everything to unfold, pulls back out front. But, man, Charles Evans not happy about rolling there once again, back there in the 3rd position. So these two closer than they've been most all night here, all within about 0.2 of a second of each other. So Caleb McCarthy going to have to really give him a run for his money here as you see that front end walking on him.
Yeah, and her back end was walking on her. She goes to the inside of that number 97 of Ramsdale. Going to hold it down here. Problem is he's going to have that preferred line. You see, the back of her car's trying to step out just a little bit.
Boy. Man, yeah.
She's able to hold it, though.
Man, she's pushing it, though. Definitely putting in those fresh Goodyears, laying that fresh load of rubber down super low on the track there. So Jeffrey Ramsdale, used to running his line, but she got a great shot there. The tire's starting to tack up. She's now in front of him. He crosses up. Holy cow, Tim. I don't know what to expect here as Jeffrey Ramsdale makes that cut back to the inside. Oh, can he hold it? Oh, Kayla's turned around.
Oh. We knew it was going to happen. I'm puckered. I'm going to tell you that right now. What a move by Kayla getting up in front of him on that backstretch and then him slicing down. I got to go back and see. I need to see how close this actually was.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and get us in that Michelin chopper view here, and let's see if we can kind of slow-mo this down. So Ramsdale gets a little loose right there. Boink, right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he tries to hold his line. I'll see if we can get that.
Listen.
I want you right front.
That or the gearbox. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay. Let me see if I can get.
There is no space. No space. Oh my gosh. As Jim Ross would say, oh my God.
Boink, right there.
Oh, I'm looking at. So I'm back here on the. I'm over here amazed by this crossover on the backstretch. That's where I'm over here playing around.
And you'll see Ramsdale right here. Kind of give that slide up. Boink, right there.
Oh,
I know.
There was definitely netcode there.
Yep, I knew you were going to say that. Netcode. They always iRacing tries to always give that little buffer of what exactly happened there. But man, that really messes her up her run. But yeah, we'll actually go ahead and roll back for that crossover that you're talking about. Really, how he took that. I mean, that was the way he kind of cut behind her. Was amazing.
Woo!
Yeah, quick little cut right there.
Such a good move. And when you watch, I watched from her gearbox, and I swear that number 97 was in the back of her car.
Yeah, that was tough. But man, Kayla now gonna have to probably use that fast repair. Fortunately, they got one, and try to get this thing back together. But if she doesn't get out of the pit lane quick, she's gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, she's only about 3 seconds off that pace car. All right, yeah. So she'll stay on the beginning lap there. Boy, yeah. What a Man, what trouble there. That was tough. That was tough. And even up here in the chat, it looks like we got another one. Rose up there saying, nice save, Puddin'. I know he listens to our broadcast, so, when he got tangled up there on that restart. And so far, Tim, from some of these races I've seen with the new NASCAR restart zone, some of these guys are getting a little confused. Sometimes it's, if the pace car's 4 tires are off, I mean, you're to the floor. And not anymore. Now they kind of have to wait for that blue section. And at any time in that blue section, the leader can choose to go.
Yep.
So, and some people, it was as soon as the pace car, 1, 2, 3, and then everybody stomps it. And it's if second place takes off, now it's a black flag and it's a whole bunch of trouble. But trouble right now is Ramsdale up front. Got Bart Hook in second place as it goes in and takes off. Charles Evans trying to stay in there.
That's something I've not played with yet is that restart zone. But I feel like for me, I'm about to tell you about my strategy. I'm always the guy that as soon as that pace car goes down, boom, I'm gone. Like, I don't play around because, a lot of people think that you're going to wait. So you end up getting a pretty good run when you just gun it.
Man, that's something, because I'm actually the opposite. I actually slow, keep pace speed, but everybody starts stacking up, and then that way it makes more trouble for the guys behind me, so I can get away. kind of, keep it that 65 miles an hour, right. 65, wait till the last second, then go. But man,
save it, Bart.
Yep, yeah, he got it. Yeah, we take a quick look at him. Yeah, he was able to keep that thing all together. Puddin' goes ahead and takes him on the inside, and those two are gonna battle it out for a little while. But boy,
I'm gonna try your strategy next time. I'll let you know how it goes.
it's hard because some of the guys who get annoyed, they push you. You don't have a choice. I maintain speed, but they'll put the nose right underneath, start picking the butt end of the car up.
Listen, I'm gonna start treating them like I do these people on 465 in Indianapolis. I'm gonna ride that fast lane. 20 miles an hour over, but I'm going to hold you up. Ha!
Man.
I saw 98 get loose.
Yeah, we're kind of taking a peek at him. He's still having a little trouble getting around this track here. I just don't know if he's having a little trouble or this car's not hooking or, may have to talk to the crew chief because whatever the setup happened, he's having trouble staying stuck to the track here. We'll roll our way up here to Charles Evans here, who seems to really put the fishing hook in the back of Jeffrey Ramsdale's rear bumper here. He's got him by about 0.4 of a second now, which is really good. Seeing that we're coming up, with 38 to go. So, really, he's got to pace himself, but he's got to get in that draft and use that draft to help pull him toward him and then kind of pick and choose when he wants to attack. Because right now, Jeffrey Ramsdale still working that great line, but fastest guy on the track right now is Charles Evans. I mean, he is smoking right now. I mean, he just set that last lap was the fastest one on the track at a 33:41. So yeah, he is on the move.
Yeah, but don't look now. I mean, Caleb McCarthy is right there, and this is no more cautions, right? I mean, no more.
No, this is it. Look, Charles Evans, he's getting ready to battle for the lead. He's going ahead and taking Jeffrey Ramsdale on the inside. Now, will he end up in the same predicament that Caleb McCarthy did? He makes a good move. Let's see if Charles Evans decides to slide up and what Jeffrey Ramsdale decides to do. As we have our new leader of Charles Evans, but Jeffrey Ramsdale going ahead and making that switch-up move. We've seen this before, so let's see if Jeffrey Ramsdale can hold it this time. Oh, dog, as he gets ready to slide up the track. Jeffrey Ramsdale getting her turned around. Can he hold it? Man.
Almost got the end of that pit road.
Wow. Lost a ton of time there. Ton of time. He's now 2.5 seconds off, and now he's going to have to figure out how to reel them back in. Three seconds off. As you can see, Charles Evans and Caleb McCarthy taking their spots up front and working their way around. Charles Evans now leading. So, man, and he's got a second lead on Kayla. So right now, as long as Charles Evans could stay in front of Kayla, he had her dead to rights at this point, being able to get around. But he's got to maintain because he put a lot of stress on those tires getting around Jeffrey Ramsdale. So He's going to have to kind of figure out, does he keep digging or does he kind of play conservative here and try to save the tires that he just burned off there, Tim?
But you also gotta remember as well, you can't be too conservative in the situation because you got Kayla McCarthy coming in on behind you. She's gonna be driving a little bit harder than you are, and you've got to keep that distance between you and her. And that's not going to be an easy feat because Kayla, obviously, as she's shown, knows her way around this track and is able to reel people in. So I honestly believe she's been faster than Evans, but I guess time will tell.
Yeah, and still, there's still pretty close times there. I know Charles Evans just ran a 33.9, and so did she, but he ran, let's say, 33.94. She ran a 33.96. So, and not too much, but man, she just dropped off by about half a second there, Tim. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if she clipped that wall there.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't see that she did, but she is
2 seconds off.
The back end is stepping out a little bit, so it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she's starting to notice maybe that high line isn't being as friendly as before. But if you're Jeffrey Ramsdale and you've already led half the race, you've got to be thinking pit strategy at this point. If they decide to come in and this doesn't have enough fuel to really stretch it to the end, he may just take right side tires and try to come out here and fire away again, to see if he can retain the lead. But I'm sure Charles Evans and Kayla McCarthy are thinking the same exact thing, because Kayla's having a whole lot of trouble with this thing, like you said, stepping out. I mean, she's about 2.5 seconds off the lead now, so whatever has happened has definitely loosened her car way up, as Charles Evans is just absolutely reaping the benefits of all this trouble.
It really is, but that green flag pit stop is going to show us a lot. Those green flag pit stops, we saw the 97. He may have had a tire gone down, but either way, it is so difficult. This track in Atlanta are two of my toughest tracks to get down pit road. I don't know why, but I just have a lot of problems at this track getting the car slowed down, woed up, off that banking and down pit road.
Yeah, I have a hard time just keeping the right side tires on it. It doesn't matter if I pick 2/3 of the way up or if I'm, a third of the way off the bottom. It doesn't matter. I cannot figure out how to hook this track just right. And and to me, it's really something to be able to even crank 50 laps unscathed out here, because I can't make 30 laps and without the car trying or truck some of what I race step out from underneath me here, Tim. But man. Charles Evans really out to that 2.5 second lead. About another second, a little more than a second off that is Jeffrey Ramsdale. We got Bart Hook, who's 8 seconds off Evans. Only about four off the back of Jeffrey Ramsdale there. And we got Danny. Man, he's having nothing but trouble here all night, but he got a couple laps in.
He ain't giving up.
Yeah, but he ain't giving up, and that's the thing, is he's very consistent. The only time I've seen him take this thing to the garage is when he has it bent up so bad. Yeah, you're figuring they're scrapping the frame, but yeah, he's going ahead and it looks like he's wow. I just had that in the screen. He just bit that inside wall there, and I don't know if the left front locked up on him and it yanked him to the side or what, but man, I hope that's not going to cost him big time, because he's already gone ahead and taken it down pit road, and he's going to go ahead and give that thing another shot.
And you see, that is what we're going to have to watch for here with these leaders. You got to think, you got to get it slowed down, get down pit road, and don't speed. Don't miss your pit box. There's a lot of factors that could win or lose this race for you.
Yeah, and it could be a matter of, like what you just saw there, clipping the wall. Last night I was racing at Talladega, and I missed my pit box by, probably, 2 feet, but it cost me, 2.5 more seconds. Put it back in reverse, roll back a little bit, and then then pit can start. But man, you gotta hit it, and you really got hats off to these guys. It's coming down pit road at almost 60 miles an hour, and then have to slide into a stall that's about 1.5 cars, lengthwise. So it really kind of timing, but you don't know 100% what it's going to do. I mean, as Charles Evans right now, he pit on lap 58, and he's going to come in with these tires worn out, and you don't know how greased up or how melted they're going to be. So are they going to be able to stop?
I'm telling you, it's it's going to be difficult. And you also got to make sure you don't flat spot the tires, because imagine coming down pit road and blowing a tire and it's slamming you into it. I think I look back to the 2004 Homestead race. Kurt Busch was leading the points, and he lost that tire coming down pit road, and he almost slammed head on into the end of the pit wall. But he was able to miss it, come down pit road, and get that car fixed. And it was unbelievable. He won the championship. I don't think I've ever seen a championship move like that before.
Yeah, man. All right, so now quick little update. Jeffrey Ramsdale's going ahead and taking down pit road. So now he's in.
He's got to make sure he hits that pit box right there. He's in.
Yep, real conservative there. So you saw him kind of take it real easy and kind of sneak in there.
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
Looks like right side tires are on.
But slow. It was kind of slow because he didn't want to miss his pit box. Not that wasn't anything towards him. That's just, as a driver, I think with right sides.
Oh, no, he got all four. We saw that thing pop up a couple times. So we'll kind of I think Kayla McCarthy's gone ahead and taken it in. So the only one who's still in the lead lap right now is Charles Evans and Kayla McCarthy. For now. But Charles Evans still, working his way around the track. How long he's going to stay out, I don't know.
He's coming in now.
Yeah, to me, I think, that would be the smartest move. Let's see if he can get slowed down. Man, just in time. Just in time. But, yeah, he's going to have to get down pit road. This is going to have to be flawless to stay out in front of Kayla McCarthy. Because even so, Charles Evans ran a 34-second lap there. Jeffrey Ramsdale is not. He now has fresh tires, and he's going to start trying to pick up the pace. And anything he screws up right here, all right, very conservative stop, and they're going to go ahead and see if we can get some tires on. Because Jeffrey Ramsdale is now going to be pulling those fast laps around the track and seeing if he can pick up from where he left off, kind of getting loose there on the earlier laps there, Tim.
And now he's down and away, coming back out. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I don't think they're going to.
No! Look out!
Keeps it off the wall. But that's a lot of lost time.
Yeah, that's going to bring out a caution. Wow.
Man.
Wow, folks. Yeah, you guys saw that. Y'all saw that live time right there as we're kind of taking that quick little peek at what exactly he had going on there.
Man.
So, what was the mistake there?
The mistake was you had fresh tires. And I'm going to tell you all right now that for the people who do not have iRacing, have not run a lap on iRacing, coming off a pit road at this track is one of the most difficult things because he's trying to get back out there as fast as he can. But you notice he spins the tires, and that immediately sends him sliding through the grass. And once you touch that grass, it's like touching ice. Your car just starts sliding, and there's nothing you can do. He is so lucky that he was able to lock up those brakes. You see right here, you'll see him start to get a little, you saw the backfire there. He knew he was getting a little loose, tries to save it, overcorrects it, sends it into the grass, flies up the racetrack. Patrick, I'm telling you, he is so lucky he did not hit that outside wall.
Yeah, well, between hitting the outside wall and hitting that bank at the angle he did, you saw the sparks come off that front bumper, so he may have to take another peek down pit road here. I mean, he's already in fourth position for the caution, but yeah, it may be wise to bring it back down, make sure everything's squared away on that thing. I mean, I can't blame him for wanting to get going that fast. Kayla McCarthy was only 6 seconds behind him, and he was running out of time quick. So yeah, we'll have to take a look and see if he decides to bring it down, or if his spotter's going to go ahead and say, it's a little off the splitter, just stay out there, because it may not be worth dialing it back there.
Exactly, But lap 81 here, lap 81 of 100. Ramsdale back in. Getting the freshest tires that he can get. Because I think you said they have five sets, correct?
5 sets, yes.
So he's only used maybe that was his fourth, I think.
That may be his fourth. With 20 to go, so I can't blame him for that either.
I can't either. So, man. Gosh, I did not. This changes the game. this is a big caution. Brings everybody back together. Now, it's McCarthy is leading, and now Evans is going to have to recover from what he went through, and Ramsdale's got to come back up there as well.
Yeah, but we'll see which lane she decides to opt for, if she wants to stay high or low line. And that may start playing a little of how Jeffrey Ramsdale is going to kind of place. Where is he going to be in this kind of situation here is really what can happen, and who lines up behind who. So we'll see here in just a second, because let's see, where's Danny? There you are, back here. So yeah, I'm just kind of taking a little peek there. Danny's unfortunately about 2 laps down, so he's gonna be out of contention tonight. I figure he would have had the lucky dog getting around that one, but he's been having a lot of trouble getting that thing hooked on there tonight. So yeah, that 98 machine has been nothing but trouble for Danny all season. But you can't count him out. He's always out there, and he pushes to the last lap or until he pretzelizes it, which I always appreciate.
That's a good. That's a pretzelizes it. That's good.
Yeah, well, to the point where you can't tell, who, what it was at that point. I almost said who was driving it, and that's not what you want. You don't want a scrambled egg on the inside of the roll cage.
Oh man, these analogies! I swear, Patrick, you come with the best things.
Yeah, but I mean, I see what you mean, Tim. But man, I tell you what, right now. The best thing is for right now is Kayla McCarthy up there leading this. As still once again the season finale. Bart Hook out there in the second position. He's got to be loving that. You saw him hanging back there, most of the race, but look at where he is now, second position. Fresh tires, so he's going to have a good shot at this.
Yep.
Ramsdale in third, Charles Evans fourth, and Danny Puddin-Salzgaber back there in the fifth position. So. You got to be excited about this, and I wish Mitchell could be here to see it, but he's had a lot of things come up, and man, the boy wants to go to college, and I give it to him for that. So
amen.
Hopefully we'll see Mitchell back here soon, but right now he's giving me the opportunity to see what the Powerhouse Racing League can put down here tonight. And Kayla McCarthy, I mean, after everything that's been happening tonight with having to kind of deal with a car that got spun out. She did clip the wall, and here she is back up here in the lead. So this is exciting. I think we're gonna have a real tough about 15-lap shootout here, and really, I out of everything here, I'm curious to see what Jeffrey Ramsdale has to offer, because I think he's he's gonna force his will here to get back out front.
Oh, I believe so too. And this, personally, I think this is his race to lose. He has been dominating so far. So, get back up there, get this thing back under wraps, and maybe run away with it. I mean, it's not going to be easy, because you look at these drivers like Evans up there. He's got to get around him. He's got to get around. Looks like he's about to get around Evans. No problem here. Goes to the inside. That's been his preferred line.
Hold on just a second. I think we're back under caution.
Yeah, I was
going to say, check and see the replay. I don't know if somebody jumped on that restart line. I don't know if Bart Hook jumped.
Gotcha. Okay, I was wondering what it could have been.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying before. Is that tricky little restart there? So we'll kind of see if we can get a peek with race control here and see if we can figure out exactly what happened. Let's see. Alrighty, Kayla McCarthy, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right, welcome back to the booth. As race control, what happened with the caution? Did somebody jump?
No, race control hit the wrong button.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I'm going to be giving myself a penalty on that one, unfortunately. Was trying to clear a black for Charles. For some reason, he got a black, and finger slipped, hit the wrong button.
Alrighty, man, you're gonna be looking at that admin box now, aren't you?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we're admin privileges have almost been taken away.
Alrighty, well, season finale. Hopefully you can get back up there in the lead. Thank you, Kayla.
Thanks, guys.
Man, and what a what a bummer there. And this is the exact reason, why we like to give a quick little shout out to Admin Box out there. Is you get that league admin privileges of being able to do that caution and the black flags, and you see the issue is you kind of you want to let clear black flags, but you're having to hit that little bitty button on your keyboard while you're holding on to a steering wheel. Admin Box instead, can mount to the side of your desk, go up there, it's light up, it's the nice mesh buttons there, and then you can program them to where you want. So if you know clear black flags is the top right button, by God, you can set it as the top right button, and then be able to avoid issues like this where now this is going to kind of tumble it up a little bit. We're going to be another 3 laps in the hole, which now is going to give us, a 12-lap shoe it out, which, just kind of sits there and chews away Jeffrey Ramsdale's chances of getting up front here, Tim.
Yep, it does. And I just want to add for the Admin Box, you can get yours today by using the code 10-4-box, 2 X's, and I believe you can get it for $125 today. So, I think after today, Kayla's going to be looking at that.
Yeah, I know. For the price of even my little sim box next to me, changing brake bias and things like that, those things run almost $300-400. So being able to get that league box with the quality that it is for $125, and everyone loves promo codes. So make sure to check out in the chat and the link that we will have up there for a little coupon code. You've got to pick one up, because as you can see, what it would do for you in a situation like this.
Yeah, shout out to the Simbucks as well. I know those things are great too.
That's a different league.
Boxes for every box. You get a box. You get a box.
What's in the box?
Oh no! Nope, we're not playing that
game. But man, talk about a wild turn of events. As now Jeffrey Ramsdale will have his shot up here in the front. He's got to let Bart get off first. Bart is going to be in the lead. Our leader starting hopefully our last caution of the night. Boy, as he goes ahead and takes off there a little early from that spot, Jeffrey Ramsdale. He's not scared of really running him down. We know he's definitely capable, but he's got to pick and choose. As Bart Hook doing a great job trying to hang out there in front of him, but boy, Jeffrey Ramsdale's got that line.
Man. Yeah, I don't know how long Bart's going to be able to hold on to this.
Yep, as the battle for the lead there, he goes ahead and ducks up top, but can he cross him up there? Goes ahead and takes that line, but boy, yeah, Bart Hook may have to kind of change his line up there a little bit, as Kayla McCarthy in the 3rd position, after that little fumble there, has already worked her way back up and kind of really kind of picking and choosing her spots where she wants to be in front of Charles Evans.
Man, and now, woo! She's got to get around Bart so she can get around, Ramsdale as fast as she can. As we're coming down to 10 to go, really. So these two really got to get around Bart if they want to have any chance to get around Ramsdale. Ooh, but they got to be careful not to mess it up any other way.
Yeah, but Kayla McCarthy, once again, pushing that car as hard as it'll go. 11 laps to go, and these two, I don't think it's over. What a way to finish the season here in the Powerhouse Racing League. 10-4 broadcasting, bringing you, some side-by-side action here. And I think Charles Evans is getting ready to kind of door her here in a couple of laps here, Tim.
Yeah, and it's going to come down. He's thinking to himself, I've got to get around Kayla so I have any chance to get around Ramsdale to close out his season with that 5th win and a championship. There's no better way to end it on that note. But also, in perspective, as we've said earlier, Ramsdale wants to go out winning his only race of the season and bring himself up to 2nd place in the points. Yeah,
and really be able to secure that first win. The first win of the last race of the season. Man, that's a mouthful. But Charles Evans, is a second off Jeffrey Ramsdale, and Kayla McCarthy just a couple tenths ahead of him on that. But boy, these two right here, that's really what you've been seeing all night, is the battle between these two. With Kayla McCarthy and Charles Evans. I'd like to see the 3 of them get tangled up and really kind of give this thing a shootout here for the last 5. But I just don't know. These two are, they work together sometimes, but right now I don't know if working together is going to work for Charles Evans here, running in the third position.
Yeah, and Evans so close to that back bumper. He gets such a good run there off the corner, and now Kayla goes up and makes sure he stays behind her. But, if they want to catch anybody, they're going to stay behind one another to get with Ramsdale.
Yeah, but Ramsdale keeping that beautiful line he's been running all night as he's just kind of, man, as I always say, every race he's just rocking and rolling up there, man, just kind of nice and easy in the throttle, and then right back out of it just a little bit, just let that car roll into that turn, because you see he doesn't have any problem. Look how firm and stiff the car is coming through that turn. I mean, just no issues as you've got, and we'll take a look at Kayla McCarthy, and you see just how these two and really kind of just fighting back and forth, just trying to get these cars to hook and really figure out what line to run, because you can't run them down. Kayla McCarthy off by a second. It looks like Charles Evans. Yeah, he's feeling the pain now. He's about 2 seconds off, and he's falling a second off Kayla McCarthy there. But, man, what a run Charles Evans has had this year, being able to secure 4 wins and really the championship here tonight, so it's not just where he's placing right now, it's where he's placed overall, and really hats off to Charles Evans as I believe the Powerhouse Racing League champion here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've won one championship in my iRacing career. I'm sorry, in my racing career. It was not iRacing. So, that championship makes you feel good, and then you try to carry that on to next season. The Powerhouse Racing League going to come back next season better than this season, and the fact that Kayla McCarthy brings everybody back in for the championship, or not the championship, for the playoffs, it's fantastic. It's a great idea.
Yeah, and it's really nice that she's even as admin, she goes out there and she even puts out votes or whatever.
Yes.
Hey, what do you want to run today? And whoever gets the most votes, that's kind of how it goes. Do we want to go next gens? Do we want to go Xfinity? Do we want to go Cup? Do we want to go truck? Heck, they even may do open wheel modifieds. But I think they feel a little safer inside these full cage vehicles. With the tucked in tires, not the exposed. So yeah, I don't know how they'd handle Indy cars or something like that if they decide to keep the same circuit of tracks. I don't know about an Indy at South Boston Speedway, but
I'm here for it. Give us Daytona with those Indy cars.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's just barely enough to fit 2 side by side. But man, really, coming down with about 3 laps to go when we cross the line here. But really, what a battle it's been all race. Jeffrey Ramsdale doing a great job with that 2.5 lead, so I'm sure he's conserving. And really, I'm thinking that extra set of tires he took, sure they're only about 3 laps fresher, but, man, right now every lap counts.
Yeah, and listen, also on the realm of Kayla McCarthy, she gave herself her own penalty, which says a lot. A lot of people won't take action for a mistake like that. And she over here gave herself a penalty, went to the back, and back up here to second place.
Yeah, and she's earned her spot back up there up front, being able to kind of battle back forward. But, she's always looking for more drivers out here with the Powerhouse Racing League, and that really would, that's what helps keep the league moving here. And, man, I would love to be calling this with over 30 drivers, but this has really been a battle out for the Cup here in the last little bit. As you can see, we only got 5 drivers here tonight, Tim. But man, these guys just absolutely taking it to to the house. Really, is being able to put it where it needs to be. But it's something here. As I believe we got 1 to go. White flag is out. We're gonna take a little peek.
White flag. Look at these 2.
Yeah, we're gonna see if Charles Evans wants to make that last move here on the last 2 turns coming up of the last race of the season. Is he going to give her a little bump? Oh, no, he may stay a little conservative and kind of let her go, but we do see him. Here he comes. Oh, a little move there.
Woo! Oh,
yep,
man.
No dice. As it looks like Jeffrey Ramsdale goes ahead and takes the win home tonight, followed by Kayla McCarthy. Yeah, followed by Caleb McCarthy and Charles Evans. Bart Hook respectively in 4th, and Danny lap down still places 5th. But boy, what a handful this race has been here tonight, and really, I like it. It's a great way to finish off the season. With these guys making things happen here tonight, Tim. What a blast this has been.
And it couldn't have been better. Listen, it doesn't matter if there's 30 drivers, 5 drivers. There was great battling here tonight. Caleb McCarthy, Ramsdale, and Evans all were fighting for the win at some point. And McCarthy and Evans were neck and neck through, I want to say, 95% of this race.
Yeah, really, and those two have been doing it. I mean, night in and night out. They did a great job. I know the blackout that they had in the last one at Darlington. Kayla McCarthy, I believe, won one of those stages by almost 18 seconds. And so that was her track to lose. Oh, boy. As Danny goes ahead and decides to fold up his car for the pictures. Man. All right, Tim, I'm going to let you slide up and see if you can find Charles Evans anywhere.
I don't.
Yeah, see if you can get Kayla, see if she can grab a hold of him.
Okay.
Man, and really, what a job Jeffrey Ramsdale is here, kind of finishing off the season with a great win. I mean, as we're seeing him burn it down here, but boy, what a race he had, and overcoming a lot of obstacles of not having really the confidence. He wasn't sure. It's a love-hate relationship with this track, and here he is, taking home the win tonight. So great job by Jeffrey Ramsdale, and really kind of pushing forward and taking what he believes he deserves here with his first win tonight. So what a great job. What a great job. But man, yeah, last race of the season, and it's been an absolute, a great time here at 10-4 Broadcasting, hosting the Powerhouse Racing League. That way you all can enjoy it just as much as us. Talk to me, Tim. What do we got?
She is working on getting him in here. He apparently started running for a beer quick.
Already celebrating, huh?
Man, he's running for that beer. Wants to celebrate, but as soon as we can get him in here, maybe we could. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, but he is the series champion. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Just real quick, we're gonna send you a commercial and see if we can find this guy, because man, he's a tough one to catch, and especially for everybody all night. So we'll be right back. Boy, Tim, we're right back here, bud, and let's see if we can get Charles in here. Charles, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what a race you ran tonight. Sure, you placed 3rd, but overall, I mean, do you realize that you've won the championship here tonight? Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so man, so I got to ask. We'll start with your race tonight. Yep. Your battle here with Kayla McCarthy all night. I mean, walk me through it. I mean, the two of you just couldn't seem to get around each other. Y'all would work together. Y'all wouldn't work together. Y'all get close to Jeffrey Ramsdale and then kind of fall back. What challenges were you running out there?
Yeah, so, I mean, against those faster cars, it was a lot harder to pass. I really thought that, I mean, the tires fell off at the beginning. I was kind of playing a strategy I do on a lot of these tracks that don't have a lot of grip, and kind of just, let Jeffrey go, thinking after 10 or 15 laps we'll be able to run him down. Of course, Kayla got around us, which I really wasn't terribly concerned, knowing these tires were probably going to fall off. But in that first stage, they really didn't lose a lot. So at the end, I started running them back down and catching them, a half a tenth to a tenth a lap. And obviously got there with Kayla, and we battled it and duked it out. But you had to work on them to pass them. And, I mean, it took lap after lap after lap to finally clear Kayla. Of course, you use up more tires and stuff doing that. And when we're side by side, Jeffrey is, he's got good clean air on his hose and free sailing. So that obviously doesn't help our case. But we had a blast, and that's what we didn't have a big car count. We just were trying to have some fun tonight, and I think we did. Second stage, Jeffrey did a good job. Same thing. He got out of the pits before we did, and me and Caleb battled quite a bit there, and we decided to invert the field. In that final stage, which was kind of funny because we all ended up kind of back where we were, I pitted there to take some more fuel, just not knowing how many cautions we were going to have under one of the cautions after the second stage, and I was able to catch Jeffrey, and I was driving a lot harder at this point, trying to go ahead and get clean air on the nose, and caught him, got around him, and we were kind of running our own pace at that point, and had a good gap, pitted when we wanted to, and then I made a giant mistake coming off a pit road, and just about wrecked everything. So that was quite humorous and embarrassing all at the same time. So. Anyway, that's what really set us back there, and then put us back, kind of behind. And like I say, once we were in traffic, it's a lot harder to pass. So at that point, it was going to be just kind of working on them. And Kayla and I were both behind Jeffrey, pretty close to him. I think she got loose once or twice, kind of against the wall, and then I got massively loose trying to get underneath her, and I lost 8 or 9 tenths of a second, and half a lap. So I was running the rest of the race trying to reel her back in.
Yeah, really well.
So overall, it was an awesome race. Jeffrey did a heck of a job. He didn't burn up his equipment, and was able to stay in that clean air, and never gave me another shot to try to battle him again.
Yeah, really. We took an on-board ride with you, on some of those laps that Caleb McCarthy kind of was slower toward the middle of the turn, but boy, you kind of get in there and you were taking off in the middle of the turn. So we saw you kind of have a check up and wrangle the car in. But yeah, when you came out of pit that one time, man, that was so close. We knew the front splitter took a bite, but boy, fortunately you didn't hit that wall because that would do. I mean, you missed it by probably about 4 feet. It was close.
I knew that I was coming up in the track and somebody was going to T-bone the car, or I was going to hit that wall. How it didn't hit the wall, I have no idea. Like I said, it was. I'm glad I didn't hit anybody, obviously, and ruin their race or anything. But it just, it was kind of a huge mistake. And it was funny. About 10 laps or less before that, Kayla got on the radio and said, "Why don't you go ahead and make a mistake or something, so that the race will be closer." And of course, I made a huge mistake. So definitely changed everything. But that's part of it. I mean, you can't make mistakes, and I enjoy green flag pit stops probably more than anybody else. And getting off the track is normally the problem. Getting off and not speeding into pit road. And tonight I did everything perfect. I ran down, took my 4 tires right out of the pits, and I'm normally really good to get back on the track, especially those little entrance ways where they're real flat. I really excel on those, and I just got in it a little too hard, and the car got loose, overcorrected, and once it turned and caught that grass, there was no stopping it.
Yeah, what a tumble that was, and Tim was even talking about Homestead's a real tough pit road to get entered into. We saw Danny kind of get spun in there, and he kind of clipped one of the walls one time. So it's definitely difficult to get through or in there when you get going. But I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. You are the champion of the Powerhouse Racing League. Yeah, you won. And really, it's out of a lot of consistency. You had 4 wins. I mean, just something. You show up here every night, and you were able to, put down solid times and solid wins here tonight. I mean, what should we be looking forward to next season out of you?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been, relatively, not super aggressive, just, kind of patiently aggressive in racing and try to, take everything I can, but not force the issue, unless you just have to in some instances. But, you don't want to make a lot of rivalries so that, people will race you clean. And, that ends up, getting everything you can, whether it's the capability of you or the car. That's all you can get. So you can't, drive, with it over your head. And I'll drive every track to the best of my ability and get everything I can out of it. But if I'm not as fast as someone else or whatever, I'll still try to, get that top 5 or top 3 or whatever it is to get those points. And that's what I'll do, continue to do, in the next season, just try to plug away. And when you do that, you end up, getting some of the tracks you're a little bit better at. Some you're not. And those ones that you are, you put yourself in a position to win.
Yeah, and great job there, bud. I mean, really, it's been a pleasure watching you at 10-4 Broadcasting and calling for you with the Powerhouse Racing League. But, man, one last question. We'll let you give your shout-outs. You win a free paint scheme. I've got to know. I've been watching you in this 53 Snap-on car. What am I looking forward to? What am I going to see next?
Man, we'll probably put my shop logos on it. It'll probably still be something to be black and red, but it'll have our CJE Performance logos, and we'll put those on there.
Sweet. All right. So then in that case, then go ahead and give me the shout-outs, bud. CJ Performance.
Hey, man, CJE Performance and Automotive, and like I say, as usual, just you guys for sticking around and broadcasting. I know the field's been a little weak, and everybody that's showed up and raced us clean, and just had a lot of fun. And Kayla for putting this thing on, and hopefully we get a solid season next time.
All right, bud. Well, I appreciate it, and like I said, we it's been an absolute pleasure watching you come out here and place as well as you have the past. Really all season, it's been great. I'm sorry Mitchell couldn't make it, bud, but yeah, hats off to you, and we'll let you get back to drinking.
All right, man. Y'all have a good weekend.
That was good,
man. And what a blast that dude is. He just being able to get and his consistency, just win after win after win after win, and right now, just being able to get up there and place where he needs to be, but And that's nothing against Kayla McCarthy. She's been doing a great job all year. She has 4 wins as well. Unfortunately, the blackout at Darlington, she absolutely owned that track. But, here she places second tonight, and, we're going to get a few words out of her. Kayla, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys loud and clear.
Oh, man, and here you are, really, I think... What was your plan here tonight? I know you were trying a few different lines there, trying to wrangle in that car here tonight. What was there something different? Was the rubber laying down different on the track than what Jeffrey Ramsdale was running?
Jeff just did a better job of saving his tires. I noticed there for a while when I was behind him that our entry points into one were very similar, but there was something that he was able to do from that halfway mark of the corner to exit that if I could hit it right, I would gain on him, but if I didn't, he would pull on me. So this track's just such a line sensitive track, and these cars, they're such a blast to drive, but just gotta save your stuff on them, and I just did a poor job of saving my equipment tonight.
That's all right, and it's still a second place finish. I mean, I believe that puts you about top 3, I believe, for the playoffs. If you pass,
should be close for the top 3 for the. I know it's going to be really close between me and Puddin. I know he was ahead of me in points by 4 or so. So got a point for leading the lap, and then we got some of those stage points, and I think we may have jumped him, and then we may be able to jump a couple other guys up there as well.
Yeah,
so
I know
it'll be close.
Yeah, the Moody's are up there pretty hard, but I don't know if you're gonna get Jeffrey Ramsdale. He was third up there, so I think that'll slide him into second and probably put you about third or fourth there. But man, what a run here tonight! Now, I mean, even fessing up for accidental caution press there. But what does the Powerhouse Racing League look forward to next season? I mean, what's kind of going around? What do people have to look forward to next season?
So next year, we originally started this league for a Thursday night league, and I think that's what we're going to go back to next year. It's not set in stone yet, but it is looking like a big possibility we go back to Thursdays. The only reason we jumped from Thursdays to Saturday this year is because of our Road to Pro, and myself and a couple other guys were running it, so it would have been a little harder for everyone to make it. But we did have a better card count on Thursday nights for everybody. It just seems like it works a lot better for everybody. So that's one thing in the making, and then got a couple different ideas as far as cars, what we're going to be going to next season. It will not be the next gen cars. I will tell you that right now. Um,
Yay.
so that's one thing for everybody to look forward. It will not be the next gen cars. So it might be the ARCA cars again. It might be we might go to trucks again. We might go to the old Cup cars. Who knows? We're still playing around with some ideas, but there's some clues for y'all.
Man, okay, awesome. Because that's what I was gonna say. I've been kind of taking a peek here and there. I knew the Thursday thing was kind of up in the air whether you guys were gonna do it or not. But man, I thought somebody mentioned doing next gens, and I've raced them a couple of times. I'm not a big fan. They're to me they're almost too easy to control, and the tire fall off is 3 times as bad. So I'm not I'm not interested in those. But man, Tim, you got anything to add here, bud?
Just, I personally want to thank Kayla for bringing us on this season. You and Mitchell did a great job calling this series. It was fun to watch week in and week out, and just hats off to you for putting together a great season. Look forward to next season.
Hey, we appreciate y'all coming on, especially with everything going on and whatnot. For y'all to jump in on such short notice and do everything y'all have done for us, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. But don't forget to give me some of those shout outs, Kayla.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we'll do shout outs. We'll do first of all I got to thank the wife because without her nothing makes it possible and her support.
Amen.
Yeah, there you go. Behind me, she won't put up for nothing. But and then you guys for everything y'all do with the broadcast week in and week out. I know unfortunately last week we didn't get to broadcast just because of low car count, and we almost didn't do it again tonight. But figured what the heck. It's the season finale, and we'll have some fun with it, and we did.
Definitely.
And then we got to thank all of our sponsors. Napa came on this year, which is big for us. Mid-Cities Air Conditioning Heating, Cushman's Design. They do our trophies for us each and every year. Mr. Bill Bussey got us a part of that. Thank you to him for getting those guys on with Cushman's and Napa. Man, oh man, this is just it's crazy to think that our third season is now complete for Powerhouse Racing.
Wow, yeah, and really, what a season it has been, and I know Charles says he was pretty excited about that paint scheme coming up, so I don't think he's gonna go too crazy. He said he's gonna keep the colors the same, but I think he's gonna add some logos. So fortunately, it won't be anything too out of the box.
Yeah, and hats off to Charles. He had a hell of a season. I know he and I, duked it out there several races, and we had the 4 wins between us. And it sucks Lucas couldn't make it tonight, and same thing with Landon. We a lot of guys that unfortunately have to work on Saturday nights, and it's just part of adulting, But kind of curious to see what DC Designs is gonna pull out for old Charles there, and what Charles has got in mind for his winning scheme.
And we're just excited. But Kayla McCarthy, second place here tonight, and really a great job, and we appreciate you coming out.
Thanks, guys.
Man, and really what a blast she's had here tonight. Kind of being able to get it, but man, really getting it here tonight, Tim. Jeffrey Ramsdale. He's so concerned. He's nervous. He said, "Man, I don't know how I feel about the tires." And here he is in winner's circle, Jeffrey Ramsdale. Buddy, go ahead and hit me with what you got.
First off, I got to thank Charles Evans for his big oof. Other than my spectacular slide job saving it, I don't think I would have caught him. But no, the car was rails in fresh air, and I was just saving tires better than they were. And at the end of a run, I was a half a tenth to a tenth faster than those guys pulling on them.
Yeah, we noticed that you pit again after Charles Evans got loose and slid up the track. That you actually came down pit again. Did you end up slinging another set of tires on there?
Yeah, so when we had that caution when I got into Kayla there, I think it was netcode, because I was like, I don't think I was that close to you. And they had came down and used tires. I was in the lead, so I couldn't see what they were doing. And so that's kind of why they passed me. So I had an extra set of tires, and I kind of slid it coming into 3 that first lap. So I had the extra set, so I just threw them on there, and I knew I'd have fresher tires than those guys, and it gave me a second and a half on Kayla at the end there.
Yeah, and 3 to 4 laps obviously makes the difference. But man, like you were saying, you had this thing on rails. I mean, it wasn't a line you couldn't run so far. I know Kayla and Charles both gave you a run for your money, kind of, ease down in there. But boy, you just kind of held up and switch them up, and then back in front you go, and then took off. I mean, that really being able to get your first win on the season in the finale race of the Powerhouse Racing League. I mean, I forgot to hear you a lot more overjoyed about being able to bring home that first win.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. It's my first one in the career of Powerhouse here, but just all the stars aligned today for me, winning both stages and coming from the redraw at the end of stage 2 and from spinning, half spin. Everything came up together. It was just a picture perfect day.
Yeah, and really a great job you had. Points before tonight, you were in 3rd place. Fortunately, your consistency paid off. The win tonight will slide you in front of David Moody and land you a solid 2nd place for the playoff points. So Charles Evans has been really laying it down, but here with that first win, you really got him close, if I believe so. But man, what a run, and really, you play 2nd at the Powerhouse Racing League. What are you looking forward to next season?
Oh, it's good to get a 2nd, and Charles was just out for the season. I had a off week with Charlotte there, so that kind of threw a ring into it. But to get 2nd, I'm happy. Next year, like you guys were saying, it gives you a boost of confidence for next year. So I'm really happy to race with these guys. Whatever night they choose, whatever car, we have great drivers in here, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'm really curious to see what you guys talk about. Kayla says they're tossing up Thursdays again, and she promised us they wouldn't be next gen. So are you happy about that?
I haven't run those cars very much, and I hear bad stuff about them, so I'm kind of happy.
If you thought tire fall off here tonight was bad, it's double hard in those next gens. So
yeah, that's what I've heard.
Man, but yeah, dude, what an absolute show you put on tonight. I mean, I had you in the sights during that slide around 3 and 4 there, man. I thought you might hit the pit wall, but you were able to save it.
It was coming quick.
Yeah,
it was coming quick.
Well, some people hit the brakes, which will end up straightening the car out, and it'll smack you and starts heading up the track. But instead, we saw you kind of playing with the throttle, kind of trying to straighten it out there, and really a veteran move there, not to kind of chicken out and hit the brakes and then end up all sorts of all over the place. And you're only I think about 3 seconds off behind them, but I mean it could have been a lot worse and could have a totaled car. But it's still a great job tonight. Dude, man, go ahead and give me some of those shout outs.
And you've seen that all season. I've loose and saved it
all the time.
I got to thank my girlfriend for letting me do this. All my Gas and Go boys back in the shop. You guys for putting on the broadcast. Kayla for running the league. I got to thank the league sponsors: Coastal Auto Parts, Cushman & Sons, Mid City Air Conditioner, Butt Kicker, and DC Designs. And hopefully we get a few more people. But it's been a very fun season. Hopefully we put on a show for you tonight.
Yeah, I'm hoping you'll be able to put a show on for us next season, because we'll be keeping an eye out for you.
Yes.
All right, Jeffrey. You finally break your win. And
finally,
that's exactly what
it feels
need,
good. I appreciate it, guys.
Yep, thank you. Tim, what a blast this was here tonight. It really is the season finale.
It's so great. I like to see guys like Ramsdale win, on their last race of the season, go out on top. Makes you feel really good. And the fact that, he just said that this is his first win in Powerhouse Racing at all, that's great. I love that for him. Love that for that team. And like you said, I'm excited to see what happens next year. Really interested to see what direction they go in vehicle terms, So just a lot of great things going on here at PHRL. And next season will be season 4 for these guys. When we hear a start time and date, we will be sure to share it on our Facebook page. So be on the lookout there. TIF4 Broadcasting. Make sure you follow us on YouTube as well as Twitch. And I can say that a lot of good things are happening on our end here at TIF4 Broadcasting soon. Working on a website, working on a lot of good different things. the future is great in everything iRacing, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm really excited, be able to get out there and everybody find us on that new website, because it'll also help you find the leagues. If you forget what time Powerhouse runs,
Yep.
if you forget what time Haas runs, if you forget VRA, the Virtual Racing Association, East Coast Modifieds. I mean, we do it all, and this will also help you and us find each other so we can enjoy a great night of racing there, Tim.
And listen, and you're going to hear it first here, Patrick. Whew! That was a lot. A portion of our website, I want to make it to where, leagues can advertise. If we don't broadcast for you, that's okay. We want to make it to where they could possibly advertise with us their league on our website. So you're looking for a league, you can go and see what night they race, where they race at, all that kind of jazz, their Discord and everything. And that's an opportunity that we're going to bring to leagues to advertise their leagues to bring in more people.
Oh, yeah. And trust me, car count always happens, Only racing with 5 or 8 people is one thing. Racing with 35, that puts you to the test. This is how we make it happen and really how to get it done.
Yep. And really want to say thanks for everybody for tuning in here on 10-4 Broadcasting. Be sure to come back tomorrow for the East Coast Modifieds. Believe they're at South Boston tomorrow night. I think it's their season finale as well.
And that'll be their season finale. And we've already got a call out that they're going to show Caden Tufts, one of the league racer and winners there, really how to get it done.
So join us again tomorrow night, 8:00 on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. And once again, on behalf of Patrick Morrison, Timothy Hammond, everybody here at 10-4 Broadcasting, have a great night. Thanks for watching.